Hi, this is Monica, and we're here in Santa Monica at Harvell's with the very talented Darius Lux. Darius, you have one of the most beautiful male voices I've heard in a long time. And I'm wondering, how old were you when you started singing?
Well, thank you. That was an amazing compliment. I appreciate it. It's hard to say. I mean, probably when I was like 7 years old. I was like in the choristers in this little school in England. So it was like, all dressed up in white tunics and singing Ave Maria. And I discovered a Stevie Wonder cassette in a friend's car, and I didn't know it was Stevie Wonder, and I just wanted to sing along with it. I didn't know who he was or where he was from, and kind of everything came from there.
And you play a few instruments too. What instruments do you play?
I mainly played guitar, and on the first record I played all the other instruments, the keys and the bass and the drums and percussion. On the last EP I had my live band play the rest of the instruments, and I just sang and played guitar. So, I mean, I like to do both. It's nice to sometimes have other people take over and create the grooves.
Is it true that a few years ago you traveled the world and kind of, learned about yourself in the process, and where did you travel to?
Yeah, I traveled the world in 2005, and I pretty much did around the world from San Francisco all the way back round to New York. And I went through Hawaii, Indonesia, Thailand was incredible, India, I went up to Nepal, which was amazing, and then through Italy, London, there's 2 more places. Inca Trail in Peru was great, Brazil, Costa Rica, and then back into the US. So that's when I got a lot of inspiration for the record Arise. The first record I did called Arise was a largely positive record, and it was consciously that way. I really wanted to make a statement that was bright and beautiful. And
You have a song called Listen, and I love that song. I listened to it several times, and I'm wondering, what is the message that you're trying to put forth in that song?
it's about kind of finding a quiet place where you can listen to your own thoughts. I think that, we live in, even in my lifetime, when I was a kid, I didn't have a cell phone, and then, you're a teenager, and then you're in your 20s, and you have all these different things, and there's more and more stuff that kind of, this noise around you in a way, which is awesome for its use, but it's kind of nice to be able to empower yourself by finding a place where all of this outside stuff is kind of like put at the door, and you can just kind of listen to your own voice rather than like the opinions of everyone around you and society and family and that kind of stuff, and kind of follow your own heart sometimes. So that's what it's mainly about.
What do you do to get into the zone before you perform live on stage, and do you still get stage fright or nervous?
When I first came to LA in 2007, I got incredibly nervous, and the first couple of gigs I didn't even think I was going to be able to make a sound when I opened my mouth. I would just get so nervous about it. And it really is just like doing it again and again and again and getting over yourself. That was amazing. The most important thing was like, well, it doesn't matter how perfectly I sing, it's about communicating what I feel and people responding to that emotionally. So that was a big step. Outside of that, I love yoga. I found it to be very helpful. So what really is a great way of preparing to be on stage are these like yogic meditations that I do. So there's like breathing that kind of calms the body, and it all preps you to just be calmer on stage and have the breath there. And
What do you love most about creating music?
that's a great question. I love that it comes out of nowhere. You just kind of grab it and it comes out, and a place that has no activity or emotion can suddenly be inspired and sparked by the kind of sound you bring into it. So it's like, people start moving, if it's violin, mournful, people might get a little bit sad. It has that power that is invisible and kind of transcends everything.
Thank you very much for talking with us tonight, and I wish you all the best of success with your music.
Thank you. Life is awesome. .net, baby.